what's up? I am just making this as kind of a demonstration of my fire minion uh, necromancer, zoomancer build. As you could see from earlier, I'm not playing empowered monoliths or anything like that, just the normal ones. That's because I'm a slow leveler, and I'm okay with that. But as you can kind of see here, that I'm a little over leveled for the area, but even still, everything is just absolutely melting. Um, and I'm pretty safe for the most part. The bone golems and the T-Rex are pretty good tanks. I don't have to recast them basically ever. Um, well, the T-Rex will recast on its own if it dies, but bone golems I don't have to recast unless I die. Um, and yeah, this is just kind of munching my way through the world. It may look a little hard to parse out if you're not used to running with this many minions, and it can be. But this is how the build runs. I'm going to finish this one, and then I'm going to kill Rahyeh at the end of this. At the end of this timeline, and then I'll go through quickly and show you the skills that I have and the some of the talent, the passives that I have. As you can see, Rahyeh is just absolutely being destroyed here. This is a ridiculous fight, and I probably made a mistake by just sitting there, but through that attack, but it is what it is. Keep that one. Yeah, okay. So for my talents, I have the 4 sets of minions, the skeletons, the bone golems, the mages, and the wraiths. So for Rip Blood is my uh, multi-purpose. I have Stench of Blood on here so I can use it to direct the minions. I have Hematology Quenching and Hematology here to help me stay alive. And then down here I also went to Blood Infusion and Infused Frenzy to kind of buff my minions. It's a not insignificant buff. The damage that Rip Blood itself does is garbage. As you can see, it's showing here 249 DPS. That's insignificant. This is only to keep yourself alive and buff your minions. For the skeletons, I have all of the maximum number of skeleton nodes picked out. There's one here, and one here, so 3 more than what you get. I took this Mightier Than the Sword to remove the warriors so that I only have archers. I have the fire arrows because I'm focused around fire damage, and then I did the increased damage and health leech. Pretty straightforward setup here. For the bone golems, I went into the twinned golems, so I could have two of them, and then pyre golem, because again, fire damage with world pyre and charred bones. I thought about taking bone kindling, but I also realized that having it absorb my own skeletons and mages is kind of counter to the build I'm going for, so I decided against that. So after all the fire skills are filled out, I went down here to grab Tower of Bones for more threat and Bladed Fists just for more damage. On the skeleton mages, I went down to pick up the pyromancers and Inferno to remove anything that's not a pyromancer from the build. And then I went attack speed and extra projectiles, and then I went down here for an extra skeletal mage with some crit chance and crit multiplier here. And for the wraiths, I went over here to, actually first I went down here to twin spirits. This is my personal choice. I don't like having to micromanage my wraiths. If you want to do it, you may be into that. But I went down to twin spirits just so I could have just two of them and not have to worry about resummoning them. From there, I went over and got the flame wraiths to give the bonus damage and the base chance of getting the flame wraiths when you summon. And then down here to get some crit chance. For the passives, pretty straightforward. In the Acolyte tree, minion damage, minion survivability, minion attack, and cast speed. If you feel like your armor minions are dying too squishy, you can easily pick this up for 1 point. It's a bargain. I haven't needed it, so I've left it on the table. In the Necromancer tree, all the standards: minion damage, minion survivability, increased necrotic damage, armor shred. This one I've always been a big fan of because armor shred affects all types of damage. It will make it take more damage from everything, not just physical damage. This one, I went 5 points for the stun immunity, which is super helpful. Critical strike chance, more fire and necrotic damage. I picked up this Unbound Necromancy for the additional skeleton. I picked up Disciples of Necromancy for the additional skeletal mage. And then I picked this up for the increased crits chance per point of intelligence and the more damage per point of vitality. So pretty straightforward build. Let me show you the gear I have. It's not optimized at all. I have Reach of the Grave, Tolmat's Incorrect History of Eterra for the bonus minion skills, Tyrant Skull again for the bonus minion skills and the bonus minion. And then Evolution's End, I stuck this one in a Nemesis egg, and it came out with poison resistance, which was really great because poison was probably my lowest resistance. Your mileage may vary. I have a second one of these, so I just switched to the other one while this one was cooking, and then now I have the other one in there to see what I can get out of it when that's finished. Here I have one of these idols for getting the bonus chance of summon Wraith. So with the 22% chance from the skill tree, this gives it a flat 62% chance. So it's real easy to just summon only Flame Wraith if you want. And the rest of these, this one I'm probably going to replace because the damage to Rip Blood and Blood Spatter are completely irrelevant. It just doesn't matter. Additional minion fire damage, and then resistances to fill in the gaps. The rest of the gear I have is nothing super special. This helmet I was proud of. It came with the +2 to summon Bone Golem, and then I crafted the additional minion health on it. This one I crafted the increased minion crit chance. It came with the summon skeleton, I'm gonna try and find another one that that I can get up to a +2 because this one ran out of forging potential early. Um, and then the rings, minion health, minion damage, resistances, whatever they come with, whatever I can find. And same with the boots. Okay. And that is my build. I will have a link in the comments to the entire build on the lastepochtools.com. Thanks for watching.